Hey everybody, we're going to see if we can finish up our GB Studio game and get it to the point where we can export it as a ROM and share it with some people so they can test it out for us. So I pulled up the tutorial GB Studio, and remember last time we put in this character here that asked if we could go and find the cat, and we selected a local variable that was the cat question, and we set it to true if we said yes, or false if we said no. And so if we said yes, if the variable was true for the cat question, then it said thanks. But if we want to find the cat and we want to do something a little bit different, then we need to set up a global variable. We could have made the cat question a global variable so it would be accessible for everything, but right now it's only a local variable, so it only works for that one person over there. And if we want to do something else with this, like make the cat only appear after we've said we're going to go look for it, then we need a global variable. So what we're going to do instead of changing everything that we've already did, we're just going to add something new. So when it says yes and she says thanks, we're going to add an event. We're going to add set variable to true, okay? And instead of the cat question, we're going to make a new variable. So we'll go down here, and some of these are already used, but we'll use an unused variable. So it says 14, it's unused, and we'll rename it to cat quest. Okay, so if cat quest is true, then we can do this. So we're going to set this variable to true. So if we say yes, we'll go look for it, it's also going to set cat quest to true. Okay, and so then if we go over here to our last scene and we add an actor, okay, and we add the cat, then we can check the sprite sheet, make sure it's the cat. If we add the cat, then on initial, okay, which is what this means when the scene loads, we're going to ask if variable is true, okay, and we're going to ask if cat quest is true. So if cat quest is true, we're going to show this actor, okay, else we're going to hide the actor, okay. So we'll see if this works. And the actor that we want to hide is self actor 1. Okay. So if cat quest is true, we're going to show this actor. Otherwise, we're going to hide this actor. Okay. And right now it's called actor 1, but we can rename it to cat if we want to. Okay. And so we'll see if that works, if the cat is actually hidden if we don't talk to him. When we interact with the cat, we're going to add an event that says dialogue, display dialogue, okay? And it's going to say meow. And we'll make it say thanks. So meow, thanks. And then we can add an avatar, which means we can make it look like the cat's talking to us. So we can click that and it'll show the cat next to us. So we're gonna talk to the cat. So we can do a couple of things with this that are maybe a little bit more interesting, but let's save and run right now and see if this actually works. So I'm gonna click run and let the game run, and I'll come back when it loads. Alright, cool. So now we've got the game loaded. Where's it at? There we go. Okay, so we press start, we try new game. Let's not talk to our friend here in the house. That's not very nice, but let's go walk over here, take a walk through our scenes, and there's no cat here. So that's working. It's hiding the actor since the variable is not true. But if we talk to our friend here and she says, "Hi there, would you go see if you can find the cat?" "Yes, thanks." Then it sets that variable to true. Now we're on the cat quest. So when we walk over to here, the cat should show yes. And we say, "Meow, thanks." All right, cool. So we got that far, okay? So now we need to be able to take the cat back to our friend, okay? So let's click back on here, okay? And then let's add an event, okay? We'll display dialogue again and ask a question, okay? Take cat home with you. So take cat home with you, and then we'll add an event, multiple choice. Oops, add an event, multiple choice, display multiple choice, okay? And we'll go ahead and set this to a global variable again so we can mess with it. We'll put it down here on 15 next to our cat quest, and we'll rename take cat. Okay, and so we'll set it to true if we say yes, and we'll set it to false if we say no. Okay, and then we're going to add another event. If variable is true, and the one that we want is take cat, and then if variable is true, we'll add an event, and we're gonna hide the actor. So actor hide, okay, and we're gonna hide the cat. That'll make it seem like we picked the cat up or something and took it with us, okay? And so and then on the else, okay, or if it's set to no for anything else, we're just not going to do anything, okay? So the cat will just sit there, and then I guess we could ask it again, and it will let us try to pick up that cat again, and then we can take it back to our friend. So let's go back in here, and let's see what happens. So the display dialogue, all this dialogue tree happens if we talk to the person, but if we have taken the cat, we might want something else to happen. So what we can do is we can make an if statement to start this out. So we'll say if variable is true, and we'll make the variable cat, take cat. So if we've taken the cat and the variable is true, then we're going to make this actor say something else. Display dialogue. And we'll make her say, "Thanks for bringing," or well, maybe we could do this. Yeah, "Thanks for finding the cat." And then we'll display or show an actor, okay? And we don't have the actor here yet, so we need to add that into the scene. So we'll add the actor, okay? And we'll use the cat again. So, and then we have to make it show if we have taken the cat. So what we will do is we'll go over to here again, and we'll go down to this if statement that we just started. If variable is true, take cat, display this, "Thanks for finding the cat," and then show actor 2, the cat, okay? Else hide actor. Or maybe else we won't do anything, right? So we'll delete that, so nothing will happen there. okay? And so we'll need to do this on initialize, okay? We're gonna hide this cat until we say something, okay? So let's try this. I think this will work. This is always interesting when you try these things out and you're not exactly sure if the logic is going to work, because you have an idea of what you want to do, but the computer is so logical that it's only going to do exactly what it's programmed to do. So we've got to try some things out, okay? And then we'll add an event if we talk to it. We might as well have a little more dialogue where it says meow, and we'll make it say thanks again. We're not super creative with that, so we'll add our little avatar to make it clear that the cat is talking to us. Okay, so now let's see. So what happened is this is going to display, hi there, would you go and see, and would you go see if you can find the cat? And it's always going to do this no matter what. But if we've already found the cat, then we want it to say, thanks for finding the cat. So we need to put this up here. So we're going to drag this if statement to the very top of our string of logic here. And if the variable is true, take cat, then she's going to say thanks for finding the cat and show that actor. Else means if it's not true, we're going to do this other stuff. So display dialogue, display multiple choice. If variable is true, we're going to drag all that other stuff under the else column. And this is where things get a little bit tricky, because it's hard to remember where everything was, so you have to test everything and make sure that it's in the correct area of the code. So while this program doesn't require coding, it does require you to really think about the logic and the script here and see if it works. So we're going to save this and run it and see if we got this right. There may be some things we need to change, so let's find out what happens. Alright, let's go and see if we got it. Okay, so here's our game running, and let's see what happens. New game. Okay, so we'll talk to her the first time now. Hi there. Would you go and see if you can find the cat? Yes. Thanks. Alright, so let's go and see if we can find the cat. And so here's what we're going to do. Okay, there's the cat. Meow, thanks. Take cat home with you? Let's say no. Okay, and we didn't make anything, so it just doesn't do anything, and we can walk around. Meow, thanks. Take cat home with you? Yes. The cat disappears. That's like picked up the cat. Now we're taking it back to the house, and we'll go back in here, and we'll talk to her. Now she should say, thanks for finding the cat, and the cat appears. Meow, thanks. So there we go. We did our little fetch quest. We found the cat. So we could make that the end of the game if we wanted to. But I don't know. Maybe let's do something a little bit trickier here. Okay? Why not? Okay? So let's make an ending screen for the game to let people know that it's over. So in Paint.net, I pulled up the title screen from before, and I'm going to edit the text on this, okay? And we're going to save this as a the end screen, okay? So we'll call this the end. And we'll select the text, and we'll erase this, and we will add the end. So we can use a pixel art if we want to, but we can use any of these that we have loaded in here, so maybe we want it to be something less pixely, okay? Let's go with Old English. How about that? The end. Looks kind of scary actually, but we could do that. Alright. I'm sure if you really wanted to spend some more time on it, you could, but let's call it the end, right? So we're going to save the end. We need to save it as a PNG as well. And then we're going to load it into our assets, okay? Save as the end, okay? And we'll flatten it, okay? And then we can do this too. We can save as, and we can put it into the backgrounds, the end.png in the backgrounds, and it's good to go. Now remember, to save your game, to save what you've done, to get the new screen to be there, we're going to need to reload the program. So we're going to close everything down, and then we're going to reopen GB Studio so that it'll go to the new folder and it'll be available for us now. Okay, so we should have everything loaded up in there, and then we're going to add a new scene. Okay, and that new scene will be the end. So let's see, over here we'll use the end, and then on initialization we'll add display dialog, and it'll say thanks for playing, and then we'll add one more text box. Or no, let's do this. Let's give the player a choice, just for fun, okay? Multiple choice. And then this will be just a local variable because we're only going to use it when we're in this screen, okay? And we can rename it restart. Okay, because we'll give the player a choice to restart the game, stay here for a while, stay here. Oh, we can only write so much in there. Stay here a bit. Stay here a bit. Restart the game. Okay? And then we're going to add two events. If variable is true, okay, restart the game, then we will change scene, and we will change scene to the logo, okay, right? And so it will take us back to the logo, and it should restart the game from there, I'm thinking, okay? So hopefully that's the way it will work, okay? And then everything should go on from there, just like it normally does. If you don't want the else branch, you want it to be false, because if it's anything else, it'll do anything. You can disable these else branches if you don't want to see them. And then we're going to add, if variable is false, then we will add an event. So we'll wait for, like, I don't know, 2 seconds, and that'll be like they're staying here. And then we can, let's loop this forever so that the player gets a chance. If they decide to wait, they'll get another chance to answer the question. So so what we need to do is come out of here and add an event, loop forever, and we'll drag that up to here, and so it'll say thanks for playing, and then it'll loop forever displaying the multiple choice if variable is true and if variable is false. Okay, so those should all be in there. Oh no, we want this to be outside of there. This is where it gets confusing when you start dragging things around, because you got to make sure that they're in the right place. So we'll have to test this out. We always have to test everything and make sure it works. Thanks for playing. And then it'll be restart the game, change scene, or it will be wait 2 seconds, and then it'll go all the way back up to the top of the loop and show it again, theoretically. At least we hope so. Okay, so we'll click save there, and we'll go from there. Now, there's a bunch of other stuff you could do, okay? I thought about showing you how to like make a dog here that was guarding the cat, and if you talked to the cat before you got rid of the dog, the cat would run away. And then you have to talk to the dog and give it the choice to chase off the dog, and if you chased away the dog, then the dog would run away, and then you could pick up the cat. But you can see it just took us this long to get through all of this, so there'd be even more to do, but you can get pretty, and these are just simple things. This is not talking about programming like random number generation or doing combat or things like that in a game, but still, you can do some kind of fun stuff with it. I don't know. You might not think it's fun. Maybe you're thinking that this is too much. But let's load the game up and see if it works. Okay, so full disclosure, I ran it and checked it, and of course it didn't work because we never told anybody to send us to the end screen. So she says, thanks for finding the cat, and we show the cat, and then when we come over to talk to the cat says meow. So I guess that's a good place to end the game. So we'll add the event, the cat says meow, and then we'll change scene to the end, right? And so it'll be the end. And when that scene loads, we probably want to hide our actor, okay? So we'll change scene, and then on the initialization, we might want to hide the actor. Otherwise, the actor will be standing up there and can be walking around. So let's add an event here, hide actor, and change it to the player character and drag that up to the very top. So that's the first thing it does when the scene loads, is hide the actor, and then it'll display thanks for playing and our loop here. So I think that will work now. So let's try that. We'll save it, we'll run it, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so here we go. Let's try this out and see what we get. So we're going to do this. We're going to press start, and we'll run through, and theoretically we're going to run through our whole game here, right? So, hi there. Why don't you go see if you can find the cat? Yes, thanks. And we'll go out, and let's see if the cat is there still. Shouldn't be a problem. Meow, thanks. Take the cat home with you. Yes. Take the cat home. And she'll say, thanks for finding the cat. There's the cat. The cat says, meow, thanks. The end. Thanks for playing. Restart the game. Stay here a bit. Let's stay here a bit. 1,000, 2, 1,000. There it goes, loop. Restart the game. And sends us back to the title screen so we can play it all over again, enjoy it, okay? It's probably not that exciting of a game. You're probably not going to want to play it very many times, but look, we made it from scratch on our own, okay? And we put all the things together to get things started, so in a lot of ways, that's pretty cool, okay? So if you stuck with me this long, great. I'm gonna go ahead and hit pause on this video, and then I'm gonna do one more where I'll show you how to export it as a ROM that you can share, and then show you an emulator you can put on your computer, and some things you can do with your phone as well if you want to. So for now, we'll talk to you guys later. Have fun making your game.